Hey YouTube, what's up? Oh man, crazy week. I've been a little sick, but I'm not letting that slow me down. Hopefully I don't sound too off. As long as you can see my awesome shirt. So right now, cancer, it's just around the corner. For those who haven't heard or have simply forgotten, I'm doing a podcast called Writing Out Cancer to raise money and awareness for the American Cancer Society. The podcast will air on the 24th of this month. So the deal is, if you're wanting to participate, if you're an author, writer, whatever, and you want to submit a short story, you still have till the 18th to do it. If you submit it after that, I can't guarantee it's going to be on the show. I'm going to be working my butt off trying to prepare for that and making sure all the other pieces that have already been submitted. Those are my top priorities. So if I have time to get to stuff that are submitted late, great. But obviously, I'm gonna put the others first. So if you're still willing to participate, piece that you're submitting needs to be no longer than 15 to 20 pages, no shorter than 2 paragraphs if you're doing a poem or something like that. And any genre is fine. Just make sure that it's somewhat family friendly. No bad language, no sexual content. Um, so far, all the content, all the stuff that I've had submitted, it's all really good stuff. I was listening to one of them today, and I'm just thinking, man, I was absolutely moved because these are all really talented people, and wanted to go ahead and say their names and give them some recognition and make sure that you guys know who exactly is being a part of this podcast besides myself. So, my day notebook: Jay Wells, Ryan Ireland, J.S. Bailey, Nick Stowe, Anna Anderson, and Dean Paul. Those are the for sure's that are participating. Got a couple more that are some maybes. I'm hoping that they're going to come through. You never know. No hard feelings if they don't. This is this is a very laid back and cool thing to be to do. And I've never hosted a podcast. I've been a guest on one a couple of times. I love doing that sort of thing, but I'm relatively inexperienced. I'll try to be as entertaining as possible when the podcast airs. Now, I did some tests to make sure that it's gonna be as smooth as possible because it's really important to me that the audio quality of these authors' stories come through really clearly and are as good as they deserve to be. So I did some tests today, and yeah, so it wasn't great, but I got one. I got to the point where it sounded all right. The mic on my laptop isn't that great. It's pretty good for Skype call, but for something like this, it's kind of subpar. So what I'm going to do is I've got a really kick-ass microphone that I've used for interviews before. For when I interviewed Jay Wells and J.S. Bailey a couple months ago, and it's a really top quality mic. So it's really going to be put to the test this time around. I'm going to do some tests with that, see how that goes, and if it sounds amazing, then the podcast will be live because that's really how I want to do it. I want to do it live so that way I can interact with people listening, and it'll feel much more natural. It would just feel awkward recording it beforehand, but the priority is making sure that the stories sound good, so that way the listeners that are wanting to donate get get some bang for their buck. Because if you're donating, then I want to make sure that you have the best the best possible listening experience. So if I'm not able to do it live, if it's not a good enough quality in my opinion, then I'll just make a video which will work out just fine audio wise. I'll just make a pre-made video and then I'll just post it around 6 p.m. and I'll stick around for a couple hours that night, just kind of watching the comment section and see what people are saying and interact with them for the first 2 or 3 hours or however long I'm able to make it. This is just I'm still kind of blown away. I'm like my mother. I'm getting a little emotional about this. I get a little emotional about this sort of thing. I think, especially around the holidays, there are those of us that have lost loved ones to cancers and all sorts of really awful diseases around this time of year. I mean, these diseases don't take the holidays off. That's for sure. And I think around the holidays, it's important to spread not only spread cheer but to spread awareness and to be kind to each other. And this is just a sort of a fun thing to do, and it's something I'm already looking forward to doing it again next year. I've already decided I'm going to do this again next year. Setting it up it's been one of the best things I've done since I've decided to become an author. It hasn't even aired yet, and I'm extremely proud of how it's going to be. And if anybody has any suggestions or questions or things they would like to see on the podcast, maybe hear me talk about during the various breaks in between the stories, absolutely post that in the comment section and tweet me, email me, whatever. Shoot me anything. You can also go to the American Cancer Society website. That link should be posted below. If you have any questions, like I said, tweet me, email me, message me on my Facebook page. The best way to get in contact with me is really through Twitter, but the other ones will work fine too. Everybody have a safe weekend. Be careful doing your last minute Christmas shopping. I know that there is somebody that you put off buying presents for. Don't try to deny it. Goodbye, everybody.